Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to this exciting and enthralling session of meeting number 211 of the Gabbys Toastmasters International Club. I'm Sreehari Acharya, your Sergeant at Arms. As a Sergeant at Arms, I'd like to highlight few key important points. The meeting is blocked for 2 hours and you're expected to stay for the entirety of the meeting. Your video should be on and the audio should be off. Your audio should only be on when you're called upon to the stage while speaking. In the Gabbys Toastmasters, we do not talk about sex, religion, or politics. So I urge all the members to refrain or to be aware and cognizant of touching on these sensitive topics. In the Toastmasters, our mission is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience where members feel empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater confidence and personal growth. Let me now hand over the stage to the presiding officer. Our presiding officer for the day is the distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. Sourav is the winner of 2 Distinguished Toastmaster Awards and has completed 11 paths in the Toastmaster pathways. He has been a President's Distinguished Division Director, a Distinguished Area Director in the past. Outside Toastmasters, Sourav has played several leadership roles in Fortune 500 companies, startups, and nonprofits. Currently, Sourav is building his own edutech startup, Practive, which he founded in June 2020. So with a huge applause, let me hand over the stage to the Sourav Datta.
Thank you. So, thank you, everyone. Let me get started with calling this meeting to order. I think, do we have any guests here? Can we put this in the, can someone take care of the Zoom moderation from it? We seem to be a little worked up today. Do we have any guests today in the meeting? No, we don't have any guests today yet. We have Prachi. Prachi is going to be introduced as a speaker in a short while. So I'll leave that to the Toastmaster of the day. So let me get started with the meeting. A warm welcome to all the members and Toastmasters from the Gabbys and other clubs. As we start the meeting, let me do two interesting announcements. We have got 2 new members joining us this week again. The first one is Toastmaster Vincy Joseph. So, Vincy, can we have Vincy on spotlight, please? Yes, that's Vincy. Vincy, can we have a quick introduction about yourself?
Sure. Good morning, everyone. Myself, Vincy Joseph. I am an IT professional, lives in Bangalore. I work with GE Healthcare. My hobbies are music, traveling, and reading books. So it's a very exciting moment for me to get introduced in this big forum of successful people running this Toastmaster Club. I heard a lot about this club and I was nominated or recommended by one of my senior director from my current organization. Looking forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Vincy. We have one more member joining us, and that's a reinstated member. Do we have her here yet? No, right? Kala. Toastmaster Kala. She's not in the meeting, but that's her name, right? Do we have a full name? Toastmaster Kala. Okay. So one more member who has joined us, she's a reinstated member, Toastmaster Kala. So which means that again, this week we have got 2 new members joining us. One is Toastmaster Vincy Joseph and the other one is Toastmaster Kala. Last week, as you know, we have had 5 members joining us. So in the first 10 days of January, we already have 7 members joining the club. Thank you so much, all the new members and all the existing members who have created a club so wonderful that we have more members joining our clubs than the number of days in the month almost. When you see by the end of January, I'm sure we're going to have more than 30 members as a part of our club, the new members as a part of our club. While I speak, I see one guest walking in. Can you please come on stage? A quick introduction about yourself, please.
Hello guys, good morning. I'm Toastmaster Ankur. Actually, I moved in from from Gurgaon and recently. So this is the first club meeting I've come to. So happy to meet you guys and thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Ankur. Thank you for joining. Okay, as we speak, we also have one more guest, a couple of guests joining us here. We have Toastmaster. I mean, I don't know, is the Toastmaster a guest? Mamta Jain. Mamta. Yes, there is Mamta.
Hello, good
We have
morning.
Mamta here. Hi, Mamta. Are you a guest or a Toastmaster?
Yes. Yeah, I am
Are you a
guest.
guest or a Toastmaster, Mamta?
I am guest.
You're a guest?
Yeah.
Okay, can we have a quick introduction about yourself?
My name is Mamta Jain. I am an engineer and graphic designer. I am willing to join Toastmasters to enhance my speaking skills. And it is very important for everyone.
Thank you so much, Mamta, for joining us.
Thank you.
We have one more guest joining us, a couple of more guests joining us now. I see Toastmaster Ishita. If I'm not wrong, this is Toastmaster Ishita Patnaik. Is that Toastmaster Ishita Patnaik?
Yes, hi Sourav. Yes, that's me. How are you doing?
I'm good. Can we have a quick introduction about yourself, Ishita?
Hello everyone. This is Toastmaster Ishita. I am currently serving as the president of Satvik Toastmasters, and I have visited Gabbys a couple of times, and DTM Sourav has also visited us. So I'm really looking forward to this session. I think this is a special session, so I couldn't miss it. So that's why I'm here.
Thank you so much. Who else do we have? We have Ganga. Ganga, are you a guest or a Toastmaster? Ganga R. Ganga? Okay, I think she is not in a position to speak. We'll take her introduction a little later. With this, let me get started with the meeting. As we speak, one of our new reinstated member has also joined us in person. Toastmaster Rahul, welcome. Welcome back to the Gabbys and welcome to the meeting. So let us get started with the meeting today. Why is a Toastmaster meeting important? Because according to our CEOs, the only thing that we can do is stare at computers or stare at our wives, right? So if you are not staring at your wife or your husband, and if you are not staring at your screen for 90 hours in a week, then you can join Toastmaster meeting. Because clearly there is nothing much to do in our life as per the leaders of the corporate world. So hence Toastmasters is getting more and more important. Because honestly speaking, our companies today or the business today is working towards the future, which is fathomable, which we can see. So if you see all the investments that your company does on you is basically on the technical skills, on the skills that they need today or tomorrow or in the next 3 months or in the 6 months or 1 year. Now, a software developer does not need a leadership skill in the next 12 months. A digital marketer does not need public speaking skills in the next 6 months. So no company invests on teaching communication skills or leadership skills for such positions, for such technical roles. What happens is, over a period of time, when you grow in your role, you suddenly realize one day that you are standing on the stage or you're standing in front of an audience making a technical presentation or a business presentation or an investor's presentation, and you're tongue-tied. You don't know what to speak. You've got sweaty palms, you've got trembling knees, and you're so uncertain about yourself. all the credibility that you have built over 10, 15 years through your technical expertise vanishes in a few seconds just because you don't appear impressive, confident in front of an audience. And that is where Toastmaster comes in. I have seen many speakers, because I am a professional mentor and a professional coach. I've seen many speakers reach out to me saying that I have a conference next week. Can I get a coaching for this week? I fail to explain to them, I cannot make you a Tony Robbins or a Steve Jobs in 7 days. It doesn't happen like that. It takes months and years of practice, standing in front of an audience, being prepared for the unprepared, being prepared for the surprises, the unpleasant surprises at times to speak. And then you become ready. And that is why Toastmasters is important. So if you are not in Toastmasters yet, please start joining Toastmasters meeting and if possible, become a member of a Toastmasters club. Otherwise, as Mr. Subramaniam said, all that you will be left to do is staring at computers or staring at your partners. Right? So to avoid that, join a Toastmasters club or at least join Toastmasters club meetings as guests so that you can keep on investing on your own personal growth. Since 1924, Toastmasters International was started in 1924 by Dr. Ralph C. Smedley. We have been doing that across the world. It's now 100 years. And today we have got more than 16,000 clubs in 160 countries. And that is possible because of the value that we are adding to people's lives. One more exciting announcement. This was supposed to happen this week, but because of his unavailability, Syed Mustafa Hussain Kirmani, the legendary wicketkeeper of the 1983 World Cup winning cricket team of India, is going to be here next Saturday at 10 a.m. for the launch of his book, Stumped. So that's a very interesting book in which Kirmani talks about, it's his autobiography. There Kirmani talks about his life as a cricketer, how did he get into cricket. There's some very, very interesting stories, some anecdotes I shared the other day. One anecdote I will share today, and during the course of this week, we know that the Gabbys has got 3 meetings, right? In every meeting, we will share one anecdote to get you interested about Kirmani. So Kirmani, when he was learning to play cricket, right? Those were the days when cricket was not as sponsored as it is right now. You know, today being a cricketer is a much more lucrative profession than even being a Bollywood star, right? So Bollywood actresses aspire to marry cricketers. Bollywood actors aspire to marry cricketers, right? So that's the kind of, brand value that cricket has. But at that point of time, it was not like that. So Kapil Dev was there at the launch of the book of Kirmani, and he mentioned that they were so short of funds that they literally had to piggyback on each other to have a proper breakfast. Because Kirmani had a job with State Bank of India, Kapil Dev used to piggyback on Kirmani to get idlis. He said, Kiri bhai, kam se kam idli to khila do. Bahut bhook lagi hai. This is Kapil Dev, the Kapil Dev, telling to us in person, he told us, right? So it's nothing is lost in translation. So can you tell me, what did Kirmani, because he couldn't afford a glove when he was learning wicket keeping before he got selected into the Indian cricket team. So what was Kirmani using instead of a glove for practicing keeping before he got selected to the Indian cricket team? Any guesses? What was Kirmani using instead of gloves when he was not a part of the Indian cricket team before he got selected, before he got spotted? Anyone online? What was Kirmani using instead of gloves? Any guesses? What did you say? Yes, Kirmani was using 2 bricks. He used to get 2 bricks from nearby construction site, use the bricks like this, and he used to catch the ball like this, using bricks. That's how he started learning wicket keeping. There are many such anecdotes. One interesting anecdote we will share during the course of the week in our meetings by the PO will share. And more anecdotes will be shared during the actual meeting next Saturday in the chat, the fireside chat that Kirmani will be having with none other than our VP membership of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club, distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel. Apart from that, we also have some very important guests coming next Saturday. I don't know how many of you know this. Bangalore has a hospital in Mudanahalli. It's called Sri Madhusudan Sai Institute of Medical Sciences and Research. It's a 300-bed hospital which has got a lot of facilities, cardiology, pediatrics, and so on. There's only one department that's missing in that hospital. Any guesses? There is only one department that is not there in that hospital. Which department? It's a very common hospital, all the departments, but one department which you normally see in all hospitals is not there. No, wrong. No, wrong. No, wrong. So the only department that they don't have in the entire hospital, there's only one thing you will not find, and that's a cash counter. There is not a single cash counter in the entire hospital. The hospital has the state-of-the-art medical facilities. Poor people get treated there absolutely free of cost. So, Sri Madhusudan Sai Institute of Medical Sciences and Research is the largest free hospital and medical college. They also have a medical college where students are taught to become doctors absolutely free of cost. They don't pay a single penny. So, the chief financial officer and the director of the hospital will also be there next week at our meeting. So they have their entire leadership team. They will talk more about their hospital, what the kind of work that they're doing, because what we need is this hospital to be publicized more. Unfortunately, most of you have not heard about it, right? And you're not only you, this hospital is in Mudanahalli near Nandi Hills. And even within 10 kilometers radius, many people do not know about this hospital. Poor people who really need to know because they need this treatment. So they are going to be there. So we are using this platform for celebrating and propagating social causes. You know that in this platform we have talked about sexual harassment. We have used this platform to talk about the Abhaya, the Nirbhaya incidents, and we are using this platform to launch a book by a celebrity author. We want Toastmasters to be much more than just coming on stage and attempting table topics. We are not trivializing table topics, but we are saying that it should not stop there. Not only that, the Gabbys is a place where you also get the platform to speak professionally. We have tie-ups with various organizations where we provide speaking opportunities to speakers for them to earn money through professional keynote speaking when you are really there, actually. But for that, you first have to get ready. With this, let me now introduce the Toastmaster of the day for today, who's already ready, pretty ready, I would say, to take up the role today as a Toastmaster of the day. That is Toastmaster Arsheen Chugh. Toastmaster Arsheen recently joined Salesforce as a product manager. She loves to read, write, and read poetry. Over to you, Toastmaster Arsheen. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Before I call the Toastmaster of the day, Arsheen, another 2 minutes you have to give me. Yes. So thank you for reminding me. I so forgot. What a joke. Our joke master for today, Toastmaster Karthik Venugopal. Karthik, sorry.
It's fine. I think that it's like my girlfriend. Didn't want me to talk on this stage. Yeah, but I'm really feeling so good standing on the stage, guys. Because since my schooling and college days, I always had this habit of going on stages, holding a mic like this. Whenever I see a stage and a mic, and I just speak confidently, rubbish. And people used to love it and they used to listen it. All rubbish, as you are listening now. But I know many people are getting irritated with this. One of the person is Gaurav, whose mic I think Yeah. He's saying, no, 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 no. When this guy will stop. But you can't beat me, Gaurav, because I have a thick skin. Yeah. So I recently had a plastic surgery and I replaced my human skin with bubbles. Yes. So nothing can hurt me. But apart from that, when I am standing on the stage, I feel like whatever dreams I dreamt about. Okay. Yeah, this was one of the dreaming about having a microphone. So whatever dreams I dreamt since childhood, when I standing on the stage, I feel that dreams actually don't come true. Yeah, because I never dreamt of standing on stage. I always dreamt of becoming a lorry driver. Yes, because I had watched this movie, Gadar, in my childhood, and when I saw the truck driver, the famous truck driver, sing "Main nikla o gaddi leke." So this is how I used to sing songs while I was in my childhood. But still, I'm standing on this stage at this stage of life. But still, I know Gaurav is still cursing me in his mind. But Gaurav, let me tell you, I'm going to not stop this. But I'm going to wait for the timer. Whenever it shows a red card, I'm going to stop them because I respect the timer of those masters. And who is know who is the timer? He is Sumit. Okay. So I also had this habit of singing songs whenever I find a stage. So recently, 1 year back, I composed a song. Yes. And I'm going to sing that song now. And that song, most of you have heard that song, but here most of you have not heard that song. And many of them asked me to nominate that song to Oscars, but I denied it because art should be kept as art. It shouldn't kept to be receiving awards. So I'm going to sing that song now. Pigite, pige, hite. It was on Pix, guys. Pigite, pige, hite. Pigite, pige, hite. Pugge. Arijike. So one of the fan of this song is again Kamal, who is just looking at me. But guys, I'm fond of even singing songs on stage. But recently, these songs are irritating me. How many of you listen to songs when you are just waking up in the morning from your streets? Garbage collectors, correct, right? Who are supposed to, yeah, that's a very great job because imagine if the garbage collector doesn't come for one day, your whole home will be smelling like what you ate last night. Okay. So garbage collectors are great, doing a great job, but these guys are irritating these days. They play every day one song. So I wake up around like at 7 a.m. But these guys come at 6 a.m. with loud speakers. So I'm speaking this. So I'm sleeping in my sleep at 6 a.m. Then suddenly I hear a song. At 6 a.m. guys. The very next day, he has other song. Jintale, 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 diga, 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 diga. At 6 a.m. Imagine listening to these songs in your sleep. I mean, you get so irritated, guys. You get so irritated. So this is one of the garbage collection scenes I've heard. But then still, I never complained about him. So I started waking up at 6 a.m. And I actually dance as a cheerleader whenever he comes. Jintale, 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 jintale. So guys, that is one of the experiences I had with garbage collector. But recently, but I know still Gaurav, I know I can smell through my bare nose that you are still not into the mood of jokes. But still, but guys, the English is a very complex language, guys. The same bare word is being used in different circumstances. I saw something with my bare eyes. I saw a bear in the forest. And thank you, guys. On every Saturday, you bear my jokes. That's my time, guys. I pass on the mic back to our presiding officer, TTM Sourav.
Yeah, so we started with 20 online participants. We'll now left with 18. That's the power of Karthik's jokes. So we specialize in bad jokes in Toastmasters and the Gabbys Toastmasters, and our specialist in bad jokes is Toastmaster Karthik Venugopal. Last time, this year Nancy Goel took up this role to put up a tough fight, but Karthik, you're absolutely the worst. So hats off to you. Can we have a big round of applause for Toastmaster Karthik Venugopal? It takes a lot of guts to come on stage and crack jokes, knowing that you'll not be able to make people laugh. So over to you, our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Arsheen Chugh.
Hi everyone, how are we doing today? Good? Okay. Can we have a bigger round of applause for both Karthik and Sourav? Because coming here on a Saturday morning when we could have chosen to sleep in instead, we are all doing a service to the L&T chairman who says that you should not stare at your wife, but stare at meetings. I have a issue with the online folks. I don't see any of you. So I don't know how I'll connect with so many people that I see online.
We need faces to stare at.
Yeah, Toastmaster Sourav says we need faces to stare at. I really want to look at the reactions of people when there are speakers that come on stage. So I'll give you the next 30 seconds. If you're in a good state, let's please switch the video on and turn up the energy so that we can fully utilize this meeting. Okay, let's start. So today's meeting is going to be all about poems. I did one TMOD session earlier, which was about poetry. I love to do poetry. I love to read, write poetry, and I love to be on stage. And the feedback that I got from that session prompted me to actually do this one. I don't know if I have done these poems before in front of this audience, but I hope that you like the poems that I share with you today. Some of these are what I've written, some of these are what I found on the internet, but all of these are the ones that I really, really like. I still see only Prachi and Esha on the screen. Can we have more faces, guys? Awesome. Hi, Toastmaster Sanjay, Toastmaster Akib. I could see Toastmaster Shrilakshmi before, and I'll wait for everyone to come in. I'll start with a poem that is on the tattoos that I have on my body. When I wrote this poem, I had 10 tattoos on my body and now I have 13. So apologies in advance. I have 10 tattoos on my body and people ask about them all the time. They ask about the one close to my heart. No, literally, it says Seher. Seher. They ask if it's my lover's name. What shame, no. Seher means mornings. Mornings missing in my life. Mornings of hope, desire, dreams. So I soldered it on me to remind me to wake up from all the bad dreams, from all that seems bleak. They ask about the sun on the back, top right. Is it because you're the sunshine in people's lives? I whine. I wish I were. To those whom I was, I wish they'd stay just like the sun, which burns bright after every night, doesn't dim or stop, just because it hurts people. I wish my truthfulness, my silly, my loving people to death could tell them how much I love them. No, this sun is to remind me to shine, despite and in spite of those people. They ask about these little words etched on my arm. It's very little, so you can't really see it. But it says, a wave today, a drop tomorrow. Wow, you're poetic, right? Sometimes a wave, sometimes a drop. I wish I could tell them this is me in my entirety. I'm sometimes a whole wave, fierce, charging, blinding, and sometimes just a drop. Afraid of the world, afraid of the swirls of their mood, of their leaving, of them disappointing. This is the crest and trough of my life. The knife is sharp at both edges and there is no in between. Then comes a wave. Oh, you have a blue tattoo. You seem really creative. Yes, I am. I create miseries and hypotheses. I create all that they leave blank. I live my life with imagination in a nation where I am and just me. Me to scold, me to love, me to marry, me to carry. How scary. Phases of the moon on the nape of my neck. They tell me you have a weird obsession with the sun and the moon. I agree for the first time. But not like how people click pictures of the moon because it's pretty. Nothing in my life is just pretty. It is pretty ferocious, pretty deep, or pretty steep to go down the slope of my life. One more obscure hidden one, but I have nothing to hide like my feelings. And the last one, Muntazir Musafir. Are you a traveler? Yes, of life, love, and all things in between. So that was my first poem for today. We are going to start the meeting now. We have a very interesting meeting lined up, and I'm just opening the agenda for me to refer back to. The meeting is going to be kicked off. As Toastmaster Sourav said, Toastmaster has been a very old organization. And for people who are joining this meeting for the first time, wow, roses are red. My name is not, I like that DP, Toastmaster Akib. Hi, Toastmaster Mamta, Shrilakshmi, Binsi, Prachi, Esha. Loved to see your faces on a Saturday morning. So today's meeting is divided into 3 parts. The first part is going to be where prepared speakers come on stage and they deliver the speeches that they've prepared for a project, for a level, and they are going to be evaluated by an evaluator in the audience. Then there is going to be a table topic session where we give impromptu topics to folks on the online audience and an in-person audience. They have to come here and speak for 1 to 2 minutes. And the final session is going to be where we culminate everything. We culminate all the evaluations for the speeches, for the table topics, and we finally tell how the meeting has gone well, how the meeting could have been better. So to conduct this very extensive evaluation today, I have a behemoth amongst us. Our general evaluator for today, DTM Nancy. I'll first read out her introduction. She has been working as a senior data analyst. She's a certified image consultant and a personal branding coach. She's the vice president membership of the Gabbys Toastmaster Club. But more than that, she has been a beacon of hope. She has been that person that came in on every Saturday morning to let us know that Toastmasters is that shining light in our life, which we can look forward to on every Saturday and keep on coming back to this. So I hand over the stage to DTM Nancy. Please have a huge round of applause for her.
Thank you. Right, since we're talking about staring at each other and staring at screens, I am here to talk about some of the people who would stare at you to make some observations. Okay. So when I say to make some observations, a general evaluator is somebody who ensures that whatever happens in a meeting, it doesn't go unnoticed, but at the same time, we understand that we get some feedback on the same to improve for the very next time, whenever we are attending our meeting or taking up role. So as your general evaluator today, I will ensure that we are observing the meeting end to end, from one end, from the moment it got started, or rather before that, till the moment it ends. This is going to be a huge task. When I say we, I'm not alone. I've got a team of people who would be ensuring that we got you all covered. For this, I've got a team called TAGL team. TAGL, where T stands for timer. For timer today, I've got a very interesting person, a very sweet person. Why would I say sweet? This is somebody who got us Petha last week, and that Petha was very sweet. Petha from Agra. With all the sweetness, please put your hands together for Toastmaster Sumit Sethia, who's going to perform the role of the timer.
Hello, everyone. Greetings to all the fellow Toastmasters, distinguished Toastmasters, and guests. In poetry, timing is everything. If the poem is too short, the meaning is lost. And if the poem is too long, the rhythm breaks. So I am here today as a timer to ensure every speaker stays within their poetic rhythm. Now today, normally we use traditional timer cards to show the timings of the speech evaluations. Today I bought some scrolls. These are poetic scrolls we use for writing the poem. I'll be using 3 types of scrolls: green color, red color, and yellow color. For prepared speeches, we have 2 prepared speeches where I will show the green scroll for at the 5 minutes and yellow scroll at 6 minutes and red scroll at 7 minutes. For the evaluations, I will show green scroll at the 2 minutes, yellow scroll at the 2 minutes 30 seconds, and red scroll at 3 minutes. For the table topic speeches, I will show the green scroll at 1 minute, yellow scroll at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red scroll at 2 minutes. Now, one thing interesting is that all the scrolls are blank. I thought about writing a poem, but then I realized poem is not my forte. Writing poetry is not my forte. So I decided to save us from all the suffering. So PJ, I'm giving you tough competition, Karthik. I'll bring the timers reports towards the end of the meeting when called upon by General Evaluator. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sumit, for sharing the timing protocols for all of us. These protocols are applicable for online audience as well. So online folks, he will be sharing the cards online for whosoever is speaking online. And the cards that he has shown here would be used for offline audience. Next in team is our counter. A stands for our counter. And our counter for today is someone who ensures that she is making impact wherever she goes. When I say impact, she's working with NGOs. Previously, she was working with Akshay Patra Foundation. Now she is working with Impact Guru as a fundraising support partner. Please put your hands together. A for Ashwini, A for our counter.
Great. Thank you, DTM Nancy. Good morning, all. The purpose of the counter is to listen and make a note of unnecessary words and sounds used by all the speakers and role takers of today's meeting. The report I would be submitting will majorly focus on 5 major areas, which is filler words such as ha, hum, her, and the second one would be inappropriate interjections, for instance, and, well, but, so, the use of crutch words similar to basically, actually, this thing, etc. And the fourth one would be repetitive words or phrases in the form of hi hi or this means this means. And the last area I would be focusing is basically the unintentional long or short pauses made by the speaker. I will present the rest of the report when called upon by the general evaluator. With that, I'll hand it over to you, general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashwini, for sharing the counter rule and protocols. Next up on stage is Grammarian. TAGL, G. G stands for Grammarian. Our Grammarian for today is someone who is internal medicine specialist. Well, not only she is going to make notes of our English language, you must know that she is multilinguist. She is fluent in Hindi, Bengali. She also knows Kannada and Telugu. Please put your hands together for our reinstated member, Toastmaster Esha Roy.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk. I'm the grammarian for today. My name is Toastmaster Isha. So today I will be observing everybody for good usages of the language, creative usages of the language, phrases which are worth mentioning, and also I will be watching out for who makes a grammatical error. And given that this session is on poetry, I would like to, I will have a lot of collection to make, and I will be like giving out at least, if not able to tell the entire set of phrases which I enjoyed, I would like to at least give a written list of all the phrases that I found were worth mentioning. So the word of the day today is agile. Please use agile in your context. Agile means to move quickly. For example, the athlete is an agile person. So I've put a simple sentence for you to follow. So please do use the word agile today. Thank you, Toastmaster Nancy.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Isha, for sharing your grammarian role. Next up on stage is the listener. TAGL, L stands for listener. Our listener for today is someone who is surely an agile person. You have seen him as a chartered accountant as well as someone who has recently completed a path. We all know that he has got a lovely wife, Sushma, who has joined many of our meetings whenever he has joined us in person. Please put your hands together for our listener, Toastmaster Sanjay Jain.
Thank you, Nancy, for a wonderful introduction. Good morning to all Toastmasters and guests. I am the listener of today's meeting. I will be listening closely to everything said during the meeting and will draft short questions to test our listening skills at the end of the meeting. Thank you very much, and over to you, Nancy.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sanjay Jain. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear fellow Toastmasters, that's my team, TAGL team. I'll come back with my report and my TAGL team's report when called upon by Toastmaster of the day. Let's have a very agile meeting with the poems that are coming up next. Thank you so much.
Okay, so before moving to the first segment of the meeting, I recall a very interesting incident when I first went to United States of America. I was a very naive young child, and me and my mom were left by our relatives in a shopping complex, and we were very hungry. We wanted to eat something. So we saw a Subway. We thought it would be easy, right? Because Subway is in India, Subway is in America. It would have the same ordering process. We entered the Subway, and this poem is about that. I've not written this. This is just the imagination of someone on the internet, but I really liked how this described the plea that I faced at a Subway. The subway line, a serpentine plight, where choices abound both day and night. On what bread, they ask, honey oat or honey wheat or garlic bread? Then the meats descend a dizzying array, chicken tikka, veggie patty hold the sway. All of the above, or one of these, or all of these, a tempting refrain. But wallet weeps and hunger sustains. The veggies next, a verdant parade. Cucumber, onion, tomato displayed. Jalapenos, olives, pickles galore, a culinary symphony, yet feelings so. Sauce, they inquire. With knowing glint, green chutney, mayo, a pungent hint, chipotle, honey mustard, fiery spree, the combinations endless. You long to flee. The hunger sustains. Finally, cheese, a crowning delight, mozzarella, cheddar, a taste so bright. But wait, the extras, a tempting snare, extra chutney and a fiery affair. The ticket sponged, the price is steep. For this culinary masterpiece you weep. But hunger conquers a glorious fight, and you devour your sandwich with all your might. But this is not what happened with me exactly. This seems like it was a very easy ordering process, but I stood there in front of that big board with that English person asking me all these English questions, and I thought I forgot all the English that I had in my mind. And I fled that Subway as fast as I could, entered a very big supermarket and ordered a Thai cold salad because that was the only thing that I could understand from the menu. And we sat on a bench and ate that. And on that day, I resolved to myself that I'll go into an Indian Subway and order a Subway sandwich for the next 1 month every single day so that I learn how to talk to a person behind the counter. And now it doesn't scare me at all. Whenever I have a question, I just ask, can you repeat? I didn't understand that. So with this, we are going to move into the first section of our meeting today. We have some wonderful prepared speeches. We have 2 prepared speakers for today, Subham and Prachi. I see Prachi online. And I would love to see more people as well online. So I'll give a short, brief introduction about Subham and also introduce what project and what level is he attempting. He's attempting the path Understanding Your Communication Style, Level 2, Project 1. The purpose of the project is for the member to learn about the different communication styles and identify their primary style. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share the impact of their style on others. And it's a 5 to 7 minute speech. So Subham has been, he has come from the colorful state of Rajasthan. He has a CA with over 5 years of experience, currently working with Daimler Truck Groups. His career has taken him from Rajasthan to Mumbai and now to Bangalore, where he resides in Kasturi Nagar with his wife. Personally, when I've talked to Subham, I've got to know a lot about his fitness journey and the fact that he started a whole new sprint with Cult, and that's what we bonded over commonly. So we have Shubham's evaluator in the room today. Can we please have you here? Shubham?
Yeah.
The Goa plan. The Goa plan, Shubham.
Thank you. Can you hear me? You know what? हमें हर साल कम से कम एक सप्ताह के लिए गोवा आना चाहिए. Which means we should come to Goa every year for at least a week. This was the dialogue from Dil Chahta Hai movie. It was released when I was 5. Little me didn't know much about the life that time. But when I heard this dialogue, it hit me different. And it developed a strong dream into me that I have to go Goa someday. And Bollywood made it worse or better. Every second movie of Bollywood was obsessed with Goa, its beaches, its restaurants, its food and whatnot. And I was obsessed with Bollywood. So that made my dream more stronger. But finally, I'm glad to tell you that I completed my 24 years old dream. I went to Goa last day with my friends. But today I have to speak on different style of communication, but why I'm telling you my Goa story? Well, the reason is simple. When I was reading about this project on Toastmaster website, different style of communication, the first scene which came into my mind where I could see all these type of communication, which are 4: direct, supportive, initiative, and analytical, was my Goa trip planning with my friends. Yeah, that's right. Let me tell you the story. So one Friday, I got a notification on mobile phone. A group, WhatsApp group named Forever Friends, was changed to Goa. A DP profile picture of the group was already changed to some of the beach of the Goa. And a message was already there. Hey guys, what are you doing this year? And let's go to Goa. This was my friend Rahul. The first time when I heard about Goa, I light up like a Diwali rocket. Because my long outstanding dream was finally in the motion. But just a minute, wasn't it so direct? At least Rahul, because this group was not active from last 2 years, except happy birthday messages. So at least he should have asked, how are you guys doing? Are you available or not? But he directly said that let's go to Goa, and that's the end of the discussion. But when I was reading about the communication styles, I understood Rahul is a direct communicator. The direct communicators are decisive. They are to the point, they are the goal oriented, and because of this style, they may look demanding and rude to others sometimes. Then after this message, all my other friends in the group started sending a lot of reels in the group, some make my trip advertisements and whatnot. But one friend of mine in the group was completely silent and was not replying at all. So I thought to ask him, my friend Ayush, bro, where you want to go, yeah? So he said, bro, I am okay with any plan. You just plan. I just want all of us to meet. That's it. What a gentleman. Or what a lazy man. So I understood Ayush is a supportive communicator. Supportive communicators are calm, they are gentle, and most importantly, they are active listeners. But what happens with them? Sometimes they are perceived as indecisive. Then my another friend Rishi pinged in the group. Hey boys, let's leave Goa. Let's go to Himalayas. Let's go trekking there. Let's rock Jai Mata Di. No, he was not Imeshesh, my friend. He was an initiative communicator. So the initiative communicators are those who like something new, something exciting. And that's why those are the people who speaks more and listen less. Then coming to me. So after I became calm down about hearing the Goa, I immediately starting opening my laptop and then searching about the flight, making an Excel sheet over there and putting the rates of the hotels, travels or whatnot, making a plan over there. And I categorize myself as an analytical communicator. These type of communicator are precise, they're exact, and they are good with the planning. And that's why others see them as a more systematic and maybe more perfectionist. And that suits me as a chartered accountant more. But things got turned out when as an analytical communicator, I was done with my analysis. And I just pinged in the group as a direct communicator as well that, bro, we can't go to on this trip because this trip is going high beyond our budget because it's a year end, yeah, everything is very costly. I was blunt, perhaps too blunt. But instead, they agreed with me, how my juniors agree with me in my office with this style. They said that, no, why are you doing that? Because of you, every time we cancel the plan, they started calling me Popatlal. So then I understood I had to change my style. I said that, bro, that's okay. We can go with Goa. I leave the budget thing aside. Let's plan and let's go there. And I realized when I said that, the situation got improved. Everyone felt that they are heard. And we finally collaborated and made it to Goa within budget. So I have two key learnings from my experiment with communication styles. First one is recognize and value each communication style. See, every communication style have different maybe pros and cons. For example, direct communicators are more good at decision making. Initiative communicators are good at doing innovative, where supportives are good at doing collaboration, where analyticals are good at planning. So when you mix all these four, it makes a perfect combination. So we should not undermine any communication style. And the second one in the last, adopt your style. Maybe I was a direct communicator when I used to deal with my juniors, but when I was dealing with my friends, I had to change my style and to become a supportive communicator, right? So my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, the type of communication style which I told you, you can find it everywhere. You can find it in your office, you can find it in your corporate team, with your family members, wherever you go. Just think about it. But next time, when you see someone looks rude to you, just think about it. Is it about them or is it about their communication style? Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Yeah.
It takes a lot for someone to come out here and speak. It might look very easy because we have such skilled people at Toastmasters that they make it look like butter. But can we give him a better round of applause, guys? You did a great job, Shubham. We'll move to our next speaker for today. I see the evaluator in the room. The next, okay. Are they on the call? They are on. Because I can't see anyone. Prachi. Yeah, yes. She's standing. Okay.
We can continue. I can no, we have
to. She's there on this, but I can't see her here.
Yeah, that's why it was a projected as well. Yeah, you can put it right. You continue.
Okay. Can I call her?
Yeah, you call it.
On. Okay. Okay, the next speaker for today is Toastmaster Prachi. Her evaluator is DTM Sourav. The project that Prachi is attempting is Engaging Humor, Level 1, Project 3. The project name is Introduction to Vocal Variety and Body Language. The purpose of the project is for the member to practice vocal variety or body language to enhance his speech. And the timing for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. I'm going to also read out the introduction that Prachi has. She's a part of the trade ops team at ANZ. So she spends a lot of time talking about trade, but she won't trade this chance to speak at the club for anything else. Interesting one. Thank you for that witty introduction, Toastmaster Prachi. Coming to your topic for today. Are we ready? Okay. Toastmaster Prachi, the best part of school. The best part of school, Toastmaster Prachi.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. I just want to confirm, am I audible and visible to the audience?
Yes.
Okay. So, the best part of school, tring, tring, tring. One of the best part of school is learning to be agile in our thinking, adapting quickly with the new ideas and challenges that come our way. But let's take a trip down memory lane. So when I talk about school, or when you think about school, what is the first thing that pops in your mind? This question is for audience. I want to know, what is the first thing that pops in your mind when you hear about a school? Holidays. Wow. Any other interesting answer?
Teachers and, being on the first table, sitting on the first table and being a teacher's pet.
Oh, first bencher. Wow. So for some, it might be the sound of bell ringing to start the class. For me, it is the bell ringing to end the class. For some, it will be a smell of new book. You know, the one that looked fancy on your desk, but you never felt like opening or reading the book. But for others, it might be the excitement of meeting a friend after a very long weekend. But let me be real here. For me, meeting a friend only for the snacks they bring after a very long weekend. But let's be honest, when I talk about school, the best part that comes to the mind, and I'm doing here mind reading, I'm guessing it's not probably the homework what people first benchers used to like, but backbenchers never liked homework. Or the surprise quizzes that actually made me question my whole existence. That why I do not know this. Am I real? What am I doing in the school, or what am I doing in the class? But today, let's just talk about the best part of schools. It's not homework, it's not test. Do you remember the recess time? Yeah, the recess time, magical time, right? When the bell rang and suddenly the classroom was forgotten. You could run around, play tag, swim as high as you want. The kids have actually become a part of an Olympics. Gossiping with your friend, standing in the corner just to see your crush. That's the recess time I recollect from my school days. Not to forget eating snacks, which that's my favorite part, eating snacks. But eating snacks was not about only eating. It was a competition. Oh, you got sandwich today. Wait, I have cookies and juice in my bag. Let's do sharing and caring. We all open our tiffin box, we sit and we eat. Recess was a time to recharge ourselves. Actually, enjoy being at school was the recess time. Because who really wanted to stay in class when you could become a superhero walking out of the class during your recess time? We played several games where nobody knows the rule, but they were just enjoying playing the games. Sometimes it was all man-made sport rules we created, and we just played because we were actually enjoying the fun of playing it. And the recess, not just about playing, it is about break from all the seriousness of classes we had. Now let's talk about the friends in this school. So a very honest question I'm asking the audience. How many people still have their friends from the school? Okay, I see one hand. Anybody else? Okay, so that one friend who actually made your school life more fun, the one who even turned out the boring classes into a comedy show, right? Think about the person who is just sitting next to you in the class. Gossip partner, eye communicator partner. It's like you don't have to say anything, you just look at him and you just start laughing because only you know the joke that you share. Nobody else knows. And that only particular friend where you sit and actually plan to hang out after the school. You know, when I remember my school days, I'll be like, क्या कर रहा है तो स्कूल के बाद चले क्या इधर चले क्या उधर चल आइसक्रीम खाने चलते हैं आज. So that one friend who's sitting next to me always made my school life more fun. There's something about school friends also. They help you get through tough classes and encourage you when the teachers give you that look, oh, too much you're talking in the class. And that friends encourage you to calm you down. Chalta hai. It's okay. Let's take it in an easy way, in a better way. Now let's talk about learning part also. You know, when we talk about schools, they say teachers are our guru, our first teachers. They teach you everything from being into discipline till wherever we are standing today. Yeah, there is some part of them in our journey. So when I talk about learning part, I exactly don't remember when I learned the proper way of multiplication. 2 into 2 is 4, but 12 into 12, I still do not know. I need a calculator. I'm very bad at math. But when I started learning the multiplications, I was taken aback. I was like, oh, wow, numbers are actually magical. Unless and until algebra hit me very hard. What is x plus y? I do not know. And I'm still confused. X plus y is equal to z. Does it have anything to do with my present life today? No. So, just to conclude, when we think about school, what comes in your mind? It is not homework, not tests, never-ending assignments. No, it is about the fun we had, the laugh at recess we had, the friendship that lasts, and of course, the cool moments, you know, when you finally get something. School isn't about just sitting in the class. It is about the fun, the people, and the learning you take along your way. So next time when you walk past a school, take a moment to think about those little moments and make your day, school days, more special. With that, thank you, everybody. Bye.
Can we have a bigger round of applause for Toastmaster Prachi? Thank you, Toastmaster Prachi. This is the first time that I've heard your speech, and it was a visual and anyways, otherwise pleasure to listen to your speech. I would like to ask the PO if we'll go on a break. You can go. Okay.
Are we behind time?
Yeah, little bit.
Let's continue.
Okay. Okay, so the first section of the meeting is over. Because we are running a little bit behind time, we'll move to the next section and I'll present my poetry after this section. This section is actually very interesting. All the people who are trying to sleep in the audience can now wake up and get chances to come on the stage. We have a very wonderful table topic master amidst us today, Toastmaster Shrilakshmi. She's a certified image consultant and a soft skills trainer by profession. Her interest in public speaking and leadership skills made her join Toastmaster. She is a double, triple crown winner and double path breaker. She's the founder of Imaginetic, an image consulting service. Before starting, I'd like to confirm if we have a table topic evaluator because Mukund was not able to make it.
Yeah, Akib is going to be the table topic evaluator. I'm sorry, I'm still driving. I'm sure, I'm hopeful I will reach the venue in some time.
Okay. Will you be?
Akib is with.
Okay. Akib, okay. Okay, we'll move ahead with our table topic session. I hand over the stage to Toastmaster Shrilakshmi. Please take it over.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day. Now, today we have a very interesting theme. Today, I have questions related to the team. And welcome to the very interesting and exciting session of today's meeting. That is table topic session. It is the best platform to practice your impromptu speaking. For some people, it's very, very exciting. For some people, it's a bit challenging. In Gabbys, we give an opportunity for everyone, those who are willing to participate, also those who are willing to learn, and also someone for those who need little nudge and help from us. Everyone welcome to participate in Toastmasters meeting. I request guest and member to practice in table topic. I request raise your hand. Raise your hand. And now coming to the table topics. First, I will select the speaker. After that, I will give the respective topics. And you can take minimum 30 seconds. You can take 30 seconds to think, to minimize, to think about, to observe the topic, and then you can answer me. Now coming to the time limit, we have you can speak for minimum 1 minute and maximum 2 minutes 30 seconds. If you speak for more than 2 minutes 30 seconds and minimum 1 minute, less than 1 minute, you'll be disqualified. Hope everyone are clear about rules and regulations, right?
One quick correction, Shrilakshmi, we don't allow 30 seconds for people to think.
Okay.
That is never allowed in Toastmasters.
Sorry, okay, sorry. It's sorry from my side. We don't have 30 seconds. As soon as I ask question, you need to answer it. Sorry, okay. Okay, who wants to volunteer for the first question? Everyone, please raise your hand. Those are in the offline meeting, come forward and participate. Okay.
We have Kamal Jain.
Harish DTM wants to participate.
Kamal Jain is coming up.
Okay, sure. Next I'll call. Harish Jain, can you explain your childhood memories in a poem? Can you explain your childhood memories in a poem?
This is for me or for the Jain?
For you.
Okay. Table topic master. Fellow Toastmasters. Table topic master has put me in a fix on 2 counts, asking me to create a poem and secondly to talk about my childhood. I would say I'm still a child. I'm still a child, so I have not grown. If I have not grown, from where will the poem grow? So no poem, no childhood, and no growth. I am as it is, as I am. I was born and I'm still the same, still growing. I have not yet grown. So childhood memories are still coming in, still pouring in. That is making my life worth living. As regard poem, I am not a bard and neither I am Wordsworth. I can't play with words. So I would say it was a wonderful topic to tease my brain where everything, my knowledge is going down the drain, to make a rhyme, to come out within the time to qualify for the table topic. I would say it was a good topic for me to shine. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you very much, DTM Harish. We all are child. We all have inner child within us. We'll never go through our life. Okay. And Kamal Jain, our next speaker, can you come forward?
Take the mic. Yeah, check the mic.
Can you hear me?
Am I audible? Yes, good.
Can you explain yourself? Can you explain yourself in a poetic way?
Okay, so I can't explain myself in poetry because I don't like poems. I like stories. So I can explain myself in stories instead of poem. I started my life as a movie star where like Pushpa, Born to Rise, then Born to Rule kind of things. I know it is exaggerated, but what I feel about myself, it's the same way because I'm coming from the background which is a chambal, so which is not different from the where Pushpa was also dealing in Tamil Nadu, right? So they sell red sandalwood, but we are not sending sandalwood, but we are sending the scents, which is we always do like smuggling for that. So I am coming from that background. So come to the table topic. Can I explain myself in poem? No, I can't,
because we are a lover of stories instead of poems. So that is my take for my explanation about myself. And my stories, it is my basically professional story, which I mentioned like a Pushpa. But personally, I'm a very emotional person as well. And I'm a religious person as well, spiritual as well. And I believe in health. I believe in health and I believe in life, focus on goals and like it should be discipline. So in my personal side is not like Pushpa. And I did a arranged marriage, not a love marriage like Pushpa. So that is my take on myself about my explanation on my life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kamal Jai. By speaking to you, I can feel that you are a big fan of Pushpa, like our joke master Karthik. Mamta, can you take next question?
Yes,
Can you share your who is your favorite? Can you share your who is your favorite poet and why?
Harivansh Rai is my favorite poet. His poetry is on the life, and I like his poems. Poetry is the life of every poet, and he enjoys his life while he writes his poems. It gives him enjoyment, relaxation, tension-free, confident, and everyone should be have a poet in his life, like in observations, thinking, speaking. And in my opinion, poetry is a very good part of the life of the poet. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mamta. Okay, Priya, can you take next question?
We have people in the room as mentioned on chat. We will have alternative people.
Okay, we have two guests. Subin, can you take next question?
Subin. Yeah, please come. Subin.
Please come forward.
Okay, Subin, and then we will have online and then Ankur.
And then one of in person, Rahul.
Subin, can I ask question?
So Shrilakshmi, Subin, after that one in online,
Okay.
then Ankur, and then Rahul.
Okay, sure. Subin.
Yeah, hello. Am I audible? Am I audible? Yeah.
Yeah, you're audible. Can you share any memories of childhood memories of poem?
Oh, okay. Childhood memories. I thought of saying that today's memory about me today. I just cooked a poem today's activities. So I can just share with that. I woke up 8 and I woke at 9. I started 9:15. I ride at 9:30 and I reached at 10 o'clock and I came here 10:05. So I don't have much memory about that, and also I don't have much experience in this. I'm first time appearing as a guest, and I don't have much knowledge. So I'm just looking forward to see or get more details about this Toastmasters.
Okay, thank you very much, Subin. Priya, can you take next question?
Speak a little bit more for till
Sorry.
the green.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Till the green.
All right, I have to fill the 1 minute.
Yeah, continue.
All right. Yeah, so I was always in the backbench and as like where I am sitting today. So I just wanted to come forward and speak not only here in my professional and personal life. So that's all. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Very good. Thank you. Priya, can you take next question?
Sorry.
Priya, can you take next question?
Yes, Toastmaster Shrilakshmi, thank you very much.
for giving me the opportunity.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm glad that you are answering my table topic. If you want to explain your current situation life in a poetic way, how it will be?
Sorry, can you, I didn't get your question because of the network issue.
If you want to explain your current life situation in a poetic way, how will you explain it?
It's a very nice topic. You want me to explain it in a poetic way, is it? Okay. My life is currently governed by poetry. Sometimes it's beautiful, sometimes it's sober, sometimes it's sad because I'm always in a hurry. There's so much to be grateful for, yet I always worry. There's so much to attend to. So many a times I think my sorrows, my worries, I should just bury. I should take life bit by bit, let it unfold at its own pace. I always want my life to be simple and plain and not worry about the small aspects that make me feel in vain. I wish I could be more agile and not keep pausing every little while. But I have to be grateful for what I have and do not have. I am always praying that this life of mine helps me serve others and treat all fellow humans like my fellow brothers. Thank you for this awesome opportunity. Thank you, Gabbys Club. Love you all. Wish you all a very happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Priya. Thank you very much. Yeah, life is a blessing. We should serve other people as much as we can. Definitely, I resonate with you. And Ankur, can you come forward?
Yes.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
If you want to explain your life partner in a poetic way, how will you explain it?
Okay. I don't have a life partner yet, but I can imagine. And okay. So let's imagine how first love is normally found. We are unaware, ignorance is bliss, right? You first meet a person, you are falling in love with them. And that's falling in part is the real catchword here. And when you fall in love with a person, you tend to woo that person. You tend to tell lies and you tend to portray yourself as a better human than you actually are. And that makes your life very happening and all that. And then finally that person seems to get attracted and something. I'm not talking about my life. I'm talking about people's lives here. Please be mindful. And finally, things get, happening and blocks get put together. You start going on dates and now she started wooing you. You have taken the backseat and enjoying her wooingness. And slowly but steadily, just a happy ending, perhaps not so, because it's what life it is. If you get whatever you want, you need to first appreciate what you have, what you don't have, and not think so highly of yourself. Just go ahead and imbibe whatever God gives you and if that may be a beautiful life partner, so be it. So that's a mild poetic way of describing how you can meet your first love. And if not, just have or fall in love once in a while in your life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ankur. Love life experience, falling in love is very beautiful experience. I resonate with you. Thank you everyone for active participating it. Now I hand over the stage. I want to thank all the guests and the members coming and participating it. Thank you everyone. Now I hand over the stage to Toastmaster of the day. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shrilakshmi. If I have the permission, I have a Hindi poem that I would want to speak. I write very less in Hindi because my Hindi is very broken and very bad, but I've tried and attempted to write 2 poems, one of which I'll introduce with all of you today. पुकारना, तलाश करना, गिरेबान में झांक के देखना, तुम वही हो जो अपनी पसंदीदा गाना रेडियो पे बजे तो हंस देते हो। तुम वही हो जो उस दोस्त को देख उछल पड़ते हो जिसे देख बरसों हो गए। तुम वही हो जो पापा के गुस्से से रुआसा चेहरा बना कमरे के दूर उस कोने में बैठ जाते हो। तुम वही हो जो प्यार देना तो चाहते हो पर अक्सर दोस्ती की बिगड़ती गति देख डर घबरा जाते हो, अपने को चुप रहना सिखा देते हो। तुम वो हो जो दुनिया भर की सैर करना चाहते हो पर तुम वो भी हो जिसे ऊंचाइयों और गहराइयों से डर लगता है। तुम कड़कती धूप में भी हो और उस ठंडी हवा में भी जो बारिश से पहले बारिश के आने का पैगाम लाती है। तुम वही वीरानों में बसते हो जो तुमने अपने मन के घर में बना रखे हैं, जहां सिर्फ तुम और तुम्हारी कल्पना। और तुम वहां भी हो जहां तुम्हारा मन एक बाग है, बगीचा, जिसकी हर क्यारी तुम्हारे प्यार की निशानी है, जिसकी सिंचाई तुम पूरे मन से करते हो। तुम इन सब में हो, बस आंखें खोलो और एहसास करो। With this, we are going to come to the last section of the meeting today. While it's very important to prepare and speak, it's more important, I would say, in Toastmasters to be evaluated upon what you've spoken and to conduct the evaluations for today, the evaluations for the speeches, the evaluations for the table topics. We have a very skilled Toastmasters amongst us. DTM Nancy has been doing this job for a really long time and has been great at it. So I would say all of you take out pen, paper and note down all the things that she points out about everyone and even the evaluators and the TAGL team. If we take this feedback with us at the end of the day, we'll come back as better speakers in the next meeting. So with this, I hand it over to DTM Nancy. Can we have a huge round of applause?
Thank you so very much. Toastmaster Arsheen, our Toastmaster of the day. Well, I'll share my thoughts, my feedback, my evaluation on the entire meeting, but right after the speaker's evaluation and TAGL team is done. So I'll first start with the speech evaluators. Our speech evaluators for today, we had 2 speeches. First one is Toastmaster Gaurav, who's going to evaluate our first speaker, Toastmaster Subham. Toastmaster Gaurav, over to you.
Hey, Toastmaster Shubham, I'm just so jealous of you. So did me and my friends plan for a Goa trip, but ended up to Nandi Hills nearby. While you were explaining your friends, right, it just reminded me of my friends, list by list by list. Starting off in your speech, the way you gave the punch was just amazing, man. I mean, the way you linked your speech to the movie, right? That was something amazing. And the way you started off was just so thrilling. And WhatsApp, you talked about WhatsApp. I think that's common with all of us. The second you have a trip, you have a WhatsApp group opened up and then you have all kind of weird names put up on. And also, the main thing, when the lights went off, you just continued. If I was in your place, I would have just stopped and looked around what is happening around me. So that was just so smooth, and it felt like you were just here for the speech. And overall, you're just a confident speaker, let me tell you. Little bit tweaks here and there would have made it a lot better. Like, for example, you have the whole stage for yourself. Unlike other meetings, we have quite a big stage today, right? So let's say you're talking about your friends. So starting off, you talked about your friend who does direct communication. You could have started off like, okay, this is friend number 1. He talks all direct. Does not matter what, he just puts it onto your face. And then we have a supportive friend who just uses this, who just says, you choose the place and I'm already there. And then it's me, right? You could have used the stage a little bit better, in a better sense. That would have been better. I mean, the speech would have been a lot more better. Your speech was great, but I feel it was really fast. You could have given proper pauses. Even if you gave pauses, it wasn't enough, right? So let's say you finish a sentence, give a couple of or a fraction second gap for us to kind of, the words to sink into our minds, right? That would have made it a lot better. And also, your speech, you could have improved the clarity in what you said. It was really amazing. It was just really engaging. But if you had told it in a better, crisp way, it would have made it a lot more better. So overall, you're just an amazing speaker, Shubham. And then you're just confident. I mean, I want that from you. I have to implement it from you. And parts where you could improve is use the stage better pauses, and a better crisp way of speaking. And that is all from my end, Toastmaster Shubham. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gaurav. Well, I forgot to introduce Toastmaster Gaurav. So let me first introduce Toastmaster Gaurav, who he is. Gaurav is a design engineer based in Bangalore. He holds an undergraduate degree in mechanical engineering and a postgraduate degree in tool engineering. You are hearing a lot of engineering words here, but I must tell you, he's also an entrepreneur who's working with his father, a young entrepreneur in the making, you can probably say. So let me first evaluation of Toastmaster Gaurav here. Toastmaster Gaurav, I like the structure of your evaluation where you had commendations, you had recommendations, and then a summary of all those commendations and recommendations for the speaker to remember what you all told. The commendations were good that you shared, and then the recommendations also were sufficiently backed up with the points where things can improve. One thing that you can improve in your evaluation is to talk more on the lines how you related to the speech, whatever speaker said, because you have already invested 7 minutes of your time. So there must be some point where you could relate to the speaker, what the speaker was talking about. Otherwise, that connection that you build with the speaker in the beginning of your evaluation, that actually opens up your connection with the speaker when the speaker is listening to you as an evaluator. Then commendations, recommendations, and summary. So that's 1 point for you. Toastmaster Shubham, the points that are not mentioned by Toastmaster Sourav, I must commend you on the part when the light went off, the power went off. There was not even a fraction of second of pause from your side. You gauge the audience that everyone is still sitting here, whether online is there or not. No anxiety, no rush. With the same pace, you kept on going. So that's a very good thing. However, sometimes you really don't know whether the online audience is able to hear you or not. So if they are not able to hear you, then surely it's a miss for them. So you can take a pause after completing your statement and check whether online folks are able to hear you or not. Otherwise, they will miss that part of your speech. So smartness both ways help. One you showed, the other was also required. Second thing, on the recommendation part, the pauses that were mentioned by Toastmaster Gaurav, it's a very appropriate recommendation because that is the reason when you were using the mic, we were not able to hear you properly. You're speaking fast, and that fast speech on this mic was not, we were not able to hear your words properly because of the mic, right? Since we are practicing this stage and mic, I think this will come real soon. But thank you so much, Toastmaster Gaurav and Toastmaster Subham, for the speech and the evaluation. Can we have a round of applause for both of them? Yes. Thank you. Next speaker we have is Toastmaster Prachi, and to evaluate Toastmaster Prachi, we have distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. He has already been introduced during the PO address when he was introduced as the president of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. To add on to his introduction, he is my business partner who has been working with HP, JCPenney and Target for the past 2 decades and now 5 years as an entrepreneur. Please put your hands together for DTM Sourav.
Thank you. Can you hear me, Prachi? Okay. Then start the time. Prachi, you work for ANZ, right?
Yes.
So interestingly, today my feedback on your topic is around ANZ. The first thing I loved about your speech is the selection of the topic. A, appealing, universally appealing. Whoever is here has been to school. Whether they studied or not is a different question, but school we all went, right? Second, nostalgia. Not only the topic should be appealing, but the topic should help us reflect, introspect, think, do something with the topic, right? And you made us do that. And the third, Z for zing. This kind of a project where you have to show a lot of facial expressions and gestures and postures and all of that, you need a topic which has a lot of zest and zing. And this topic had a lot of zest and zing. We talked about school, we talked about playing, we talked about sharing lunch boxes and whatnot. You did absolute justice to the topic through your micro expressions. They are beautiful. When you said, the sum of X plus Y, I don't have half of the caliber that you have in terms of micro expressions. So I will not even try to show how well you did that, but you know that you did a very good job, and you should know that you did a very good job. Now, micro expressions are not the only thing when it comes to vocal variety and body language. There are other aspects of body language, like for example, gestures. Now, if you go back and check your speech, you will notice that your gestures are often repetitive of the same type. Like most of the speech, you were like this. You had more opportunities. Like for example, when you said eating, this is eating. This is how you show eating. When you said breaking away, right? So that is how you can make the gestures more meaningful. Most of it, your hands were going like this, which we sometimes call is more like a block. Mentally you are just stuck to one kind of a gesture. So try to break away from that. The second is your speech has a beautiful opportunity to use props. I think you missed that. For example, why not carry an actual school bag and then take out a lunch box from that? Can you imagine the impact that would have made on the audience? And the third recommendation, never in a Toastmasters meeting or any global, say something in Hindi or any other vernacular and forget to translate to English. No matter how easy the line is, for example, chalta hai is something that may sound like everyone understands, but I'm sure there is at least one person in the audience who did not understand what is chalta hai. So my recommendations to sum up, pay attention to your gestures and try to use props where appropriate. Always translate to English when you're using a vernacular language. Keep working and strengthening your micro expressions. That's absolutely your strength. And the topic, just wow. Thank you so much. Back to you.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. Talking about his evaluation, I think we all agree that his evaluation was well structured, well very meticulously mentioned all the points. So no addition from my side, but I'll mention one point for the audience, a learning point. What was new in this evaluation was the use of acronym ANZ, something using which he related to the speaker. How I noticed that you are from ANZ, and then using the same, he shared his commendation. So that's a brownie point for you, DTM Sourav, as an evaluator. Talking about Prachi, universal topic, we could all relate. I could relate to your speech, a speech well done. I just have one recommendation point for you. When you hear a speech title that says best school days of my life, or the best part of school, these are so generic that I knew something like this. And then the message was, all of you, when you're living your school days, school life, you're living it to the fullest. But Toastmasters allow 18 plus members only, and no one amongst us are going to live the school life again. So a message and a title could be relevant to the audience. That's my one recommendation on top of what DTM Sourav has already mentioned. That's a speaker evaluator duo. Please put your hands together for both of them. Next we have is table topic evaluator. Our table topic evaluator for today, someone who picked up role last minute, Aqib Javed. Aqib, I would like to introduce you as somebody. Aqib, are you there?
Yep, I'm there.
The panda. Okay. This panda I met 5 years back. I was in Vizag, Visakhapatnam then, and I visited just one event out of curiosity. That's where somebody who was handling this entire event, running here and there, just stood there and introduced himself. I didn't know that 5 years later, this person would join Gabbys and will become the VP Education of one of the clubs of the Gabbys. Please put your hands together for our table topic evaluator, Toastmaster Aqib Javed.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nancy. Yes, I can also recall what happened 5 years back. Ladies and gentlemen, your table topic evaluator today is a panda, and we will be talking about all the table topics that we had today. I felt like we had a Border Gavaskar trophy today, so it was really difficult for players to survive and stand for 5 days. It was just that we had 6 topics. So to start with, we had Toastmaster Harish, and he was very clear that he won't be able to tell it in a poem way, but he ended up with a lot of rhymes in the end. So like, okay, you at least tried, and you made sure that, okay, whatever happens, although I'm not able to bring it a better version of poem, I'm able to rhyme it up. So kudos to you for trying it out. What I would have done, Toastmaster Harish, had it like, if I'm not a poet, I would have just shared my memories. I would have just shared how my childhood looked like and how I felt like, or share when I was studying English and all the trauma that I'd gone through. So that could be one way. And the best thing about total table topics today, well, whatever I was thinking in first table topic, somebody did it in third or fourth table topic. So kudos to you. Let us keep trying these kind of topics wherein it's really difficult to put up a show, but whatever feel like, if you are able to tell your childhood memories and complete 2 minutes, I think that also is a good take. So good job done in that way, and try to share your experience in a better way. The second table topic was from Kamal Jan. I really loved, and that was what I was thinking, like, I really loved the way you brought an analogy from a movie and your place, and you were able to relate it. Guys, forget poem. I come from a place wherein Chambal and lot of things like Pushpa happened, and that's how I would introduce myself. So kudos to you for coming up with this good analogy. You talked about your love for stories and all the stuff. I thought you would put one story, at least a small story of your place, Chambal, any of the stories, or asking, do you know those bandits of previous time and how you think of it. So that kind of like that would have correlated with us and we would have connected it a little better. But I still think that you were able to make a little bit of justice. What we all have to do today, and I thought we all were missing, is a better conclusion. So conclusion is something, whatever you say, you can just call it up and put it in the end as a conclusion. Third table topic was from Toastmaster Mamta, favorite poet. I know it was really difficult and to put something wherein you exactly do not know much and you don't have a favorite poet, then how do you talk about it? You could have just talked about poets. You could have just talked about the society of poets and shared your feelings, your understanding. So in that way, remember when we used to write a essay on cow, right? I was able to remember that essay on cow. It has 4 legs, and I used to write 10, 15 lines without knowing anything. So that's there. Fourth table topic, Toastmaster Subin. Awesome. I loved it. As a first time table topic speaker, to be able to quickly think, organize, and share something on stage. Of course, you are narrating what happened in the morning. I still believe that you are able to stand there. I felt like you are Mohammad Siraj. You're just there as a bowler, but still trying to take India to more balls, and you are trying to hold on for 1 minute. So awesome job. Keep coming to the stage. I think that would be the idea for you as you're just starting out with table topics. Toastmaster Priya Singh. Amongst all of these players that we have seen, I think she stood out as Nitish Reddy and came out with a century. So you were able to bring in a poem, and that poem rhymed so well. It was able to tell a story, and I also loved that you had a conclusion, which I was looking forward to. You said, yes, let us serve humans as a brother, and that's our job. So kudos to you. I think you did justice to the table topic, and you are a poet already, I believe. Next up, we had Ankur. I loved the way you tackled uni. I'll not be able to tell a poem, but you came out really well saying, hey, I've not been in love and I've not been in poem. So let me tell you what happens when you fall in love, how people woo each other, and all the stories related to that. What I would have done, or what I would have tried to make this table topic attempt little better is bring some reinforcement. Uh, Tell that this is a story of your friend, or refer a movie. Have you seen Kal Ho Na Ho and how Shah Rukh Khan tries to woo the actress? So in that way, you are able to correlate and we are able to think more in that table topic. So idea is to connect the dots, make it more relevant for the audience there, and have some conclusion in the end. So for all the people who stood large on the stage today, all the best for your future table topics. Over to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Nancy.
So is it if I don't say it? Is it if I don't ask you to applaud, you will not applaud for the evaluator? Okay, that's better. That's better. Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Akib, for sharing your feedback for all the table topic speakers. It's very difficult to evaluate so many speakers that to one after the other. You don't even get time to think. In the meanwhile, you're thinking, the next speaker comes up and starts speaking. So it's very, very difficult job, but you managed to at least note down certain points about all the speakers. So thank you so much. One point of recommendation for you to Toastmaster Akib. We love the quirkiness of your panda mask, but it's as good as me standing here with a mask on my face, maybe a Dali mask or something. And then others are not able to see my micro expressions, the way I'm smiling or not smiling. It's almost 30% of the communication loss. They can see the body language and hear the words, but no expressions at all. So to maintain discipline in the club, I would recommend that we don't follow these practices any further. Okay, so timer has already started sharing the timing report. Timer, are we in a rush? Yes, we'll come to the timer report right after this. Okay, I was about to share my recommendations for the entire meeting, but I'll first invite the timer, Toastmaster Sumit, to share his report. Sumit, please come up on
Sumit, you can
stage.
share the video. You can switch on your video there in your computer.
Let him come on stage and speak.
Okay.
No, his.
But we'll leave the laptop.
It's there.
Acha, acha. Okay.
You come up on stage and share your report.
Hello everyone. All the speakers and evaluate individual evaluators who are and
We can't hear.
none of them are sorry.
Now
Someone
we
said,
can hear. Yep. Yep.
Can you hear?
Now we can hear. Yes.
Yeah, so all the speakers are within a time limit. There is no disqualification, and all of them are qualified for the polls. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sumit, for meticulously showing timer cards, not just on one device, but he was showing the physical cards as well as showing the timer cards online. However, for people who are just standing offline, you don't need to show the timer cards online as well. That's double the job you have done today. Very well done. I like the discipline that you have to ensure that everyone is aware of the time, but we don't need it going forth. Thank you so much for your timer report. Next we have is the R counter. Our counter for today is Toastmaster Ashwini.
Yeah. Hi, DTM Nancy. I'm sharing my screen with the report.
Sure.
Is my screen visible?
Not yet.
Congratulations to Toastmaster Arsheen, Nancy, for using less filler words. And Arti, congratulations to DTM Arish for not using any filler words. So, yeah, this is my report. I'll be sharing this in the chat box for all your reference. Over to you, DTM Nancy.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashwini. That's more like it. Can we have a huge round of applause for timer and our counter, please? Yes, thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashwini, for your crisp report that you just shared with us. Next up on stage is the Grammarian for today, Toastmaster Esha.
Yeah. So thank you for the wonderful usages of the words we've been using today. For example, they use the words the colorful state of Rajasthan, portray, tring, tring, tring. And I found only one person had used the word of the day, that was agile. And there were some mistakes that people were making. I think we have to be a little more grammar conscious. So you are just a confident speaker. It should be you were just a confident speaker. Then there should be go ahead something in life. Correction should be go ahead, full stop some things in life. And then everyone should be every should be, so it should be everyone should be. So those were my the highlights, and I have put the report in the chat box. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Esha, for sharing your report. Okay. The moment you hear me not speaking anything, the silence in the room, that's your cue for applauding, right? Okay. Now we all understand. Next up on stage is Toastmaster Sanjay, our listener for today.
Yeah, thank you, Nancy. The first one is how many new members have joined in this month?
How many new members joined this month? 5, 7?
10, I guess.
10 is the right answer. Yeah, 7 is the right answer. Sorry, 7 is the right answer.
Sumit Sethi.
Yeah. Next question is, who said staring at your partner means outside world? This topic is going on. So.
My name, L&T chairman.
Gaurav,
Yeah. Right.
Sourav
You're right.
CEO of
Yeah.
L&T.
One of the speakers said dreams actually do not come true to him. Who is that speaker?
Toastmaster Karthik, joke master.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Dash tattoos on my body. Who has told that? And how
Arsheen,
many tattoos?
13.
How many tattoos?
13, somebody said.
Currently has 13, but the poem was about 10 tattoos.
10 and 13, I think so. Yeah, what I heard.
10 and 13, okay.
What was the title of Shubham's speech?
The Goa plan.
The Goa plan.
Right, yeah. Then what was the speech title of Prachi?
Best part of school life.
Yeah, all are good listeners and thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sanjay. Our listener for today. Well, one point of recommendation for you, Sanjay. Even though we are referring to something out in the outside world, there is no point in bringing the name and ensuring that everyone knows that this is the person. And this is general knowledge question. Shouldn't come in a listener report at all. Okay, that's about the TAGL team that we have for today. I'll continue with my report. I'll start with the essay part. Our essay started the meeting on time. No matter what happens in Gabbys before and after, we ensure that we start the meeting right on time at 10 a.m. Today, Toastmaster Sreehari Acharya started the meeting right on time with all the spirits and high energy that he has. One point of recommendation for you, Toastmaster Sreehari Acharya. These hybrid meetings require a lot more setup than we require for the online meetings. So instead of joining at 9:50 or 9:45, it's recommended that you join a little earlier because the setup requires more time. So that's the expectation from the Sergeant at Arms. Next we have is presiding officer. Our presiding officer started with welcoming the members. Then he invited the guest to share their introduction. We had a couple of guests in the room as well as online room. So the introduction was done pretty well. Then we got to know about the joke master role and moved on with the Toastmaster of the Day part. It was all well done. We also got to know about the announcements that were made by our PO. So all in all, the checklist was covered. One point of recommendation for the presiding officer, the PO plus essay went on till 9:27. That is quite a long time for these two role takers to absorb in a 2-hour long meeting. Next, we had our Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Arsheen. Before that, as we all are forgetting Joke Master, I'll go to Joke Master part. Karthik, I don't have any updates for you. I really don't know how you mustered the courage to come up on stage and shared the jokes, and every time new jokes. So kudos to you for bringing up jokes despite knowing that people don't laugh at it. So thank you so much. I really commend you for that. Last time I was up on stage as joke master, I know how much effort it takes. So thank you so much. Can we have a round of applause for our joke master? Next is Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Arsheen. When you mentioned the theme, poem, I knew that you're going to bring a whole lot of you on stage. You didn't disappoint, bringing your personal poems that you have written at different parts of your time. Initially, you started with poems and then you understood that we are falling behind time and you cut down on your part. That was a call very well taken by the MC, the Toastmaster of the Day. That's required for any Toastmaster of the Day to know whether we are on time, before time, how to fill time and how to not just take the spotlight. But in today's session, I felt two things were missing in your entire session. One was the audience interaction. It felt more like a monologue. You are just coming up and sharing the poem without even knowing whether people are enjoying the poems or not. Second, the project objectives were missing. The moment speaker is coming up on stage as a general evaluator, I was struggling to find what is the project. why is this person talking about Goa and different communication styles? And then I got to know the project is understanding your communication style. So that one bit is a technical mistake that was there that can be taken care. Next we had was table topic master, Toastmaster Shrilakshmi. Toastmaster Shrilakshmi, one point of commendation for you is that you tried to ensure that topics are related to the theme. However, this is the same point which worked against you as a table topic master. Poem, poetry, humor, these are specializations in public speaking. These are not the regular speaking that we do. For people who, like us, who are struggling with public speaking here, asking them to come up with a poem last minute, in the very nick of the second, it's very, very difficult. And the topics for the guest, again, you need to be mindful of the audience who you are dealing with, how much they can actually stretch themselves. Don't stretch them so much that they start feeling the fear of public speaking and never come back. So the topics could have been better. Second thing I felt in your TT session was a rush. The moment somebody is coming up on stage, taking the time to speak, or someone is interrupting and mentioning something, I felt that you are rushing so much towards your section. You are rushing to bring in the new speaker. That is derogatory for the speaker on stage or the person who's speaking to you. This is something we should absolutely avoid. This is something which is not acceptable. You need to give time for people to at least wrap up unless there's a ruckus and you're trying to control a ruckus. Another thing that I felt was the timer was a bit struggling with the timing cards. When first speaker went off stage and second one was there, the green card was on. You need to ensure that the timing cards are reset before somebody starts speaking. You need to give that few seconds of time for the timer to reset the card. So these are again pointing back to the rushing part. Please ensure that, I know patience is a virtue and this is something that we can practice as a table topic master. And I expect this from you since you are a charter member trying to learn this from last 4 years. Let's up the game a little more. Next we have, okay, I've already covered the major role takers, but I'll also take a moment to talk about our Zoom moderator. We have a couple of Zoom moderators who are ensuring that the spotlighting is happening, who are ensuring that we are getting everything up right there and we can see and understand each other given the mode of communication is hybrid. One point of recommendation for the Zoom moderator sitting here, when you're opening up the chat, it's visible to everyone and then it's visible to people in the camera also that it's visible to everyone. So ensure that any kind of communication that needs to go from a device which is not connected to projector. That's for Zoom moderator. And for VPs, you are ensuring that meetings are happening well on time. The meetings are happening as per the right structure. But one thing I've observed for the VP education of the Gabbys club, we had a rule in the last 6 months that we will not have a repeat of role takers in the every meeting. The main role takers are the same set of speakers. The auxiliary role takers are same set of speakers. This is what I'm seeing in the last 15 days, which is happening again. The last week's TMOD is this week's TTM. The last to last week's GE is again this week's GE. So this is avoidable. This is purely avoidable. And this is where you need to give chance to new people to also come up and take the main role takers. Why can't the TMOD, who was TMOD last week, is the timer this week? This can be, this needs to be implemented strongly. About my TAGL team, I've already covered. Okay, that's pretty much all the feedback points I had for the entire meeting, as well as for all the people who are sitting here who have taken up role. I'll just close my general evaluator address with a small poem. Only this much I can do. Roses are red, violets are blue. The Gabbys Toastmasters Club, we love you. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster today.
A thunderous round of applause for DTM Nancy, please. I say thunderous because today's general evaluator note was very, very comprehensive as can be. I'll not waste any more time while we are readying the polls. I want to ask if there is anyone in the audience who would like to come up and speak a poem, because I got that as a feedback and I really missed it out. I would love to hear if you have a piece of poetry which you would like to come up and speak here. Anyone online? Priya, I know you, right? So a quick poem and then I'll close with a small poetry of my own. Yes, please go ahead.
Just a minute, I'm just pulling out what I have recently written because I think it's, just give me a second. Sorry to not be ready with it right away. Just a second, just a second.
No
Here
worries.
it is. So am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So this poem is titled Life's Real Treasures. Children, teens, adults today are moving at a very fast pace. No time to pause, breathe or stay. No time to unwind in their own space. Rushing they are behind their goals, not knowing the need of their soul. Inner peace, bliss, satisfaction are far away in the oblivion. The soul is covered with many layers of attachment, wants, and desires, which humans so yearn for and aspire, forgetting to connect within through prayer. The pace of life will only increase. Our needs and goals will never decrease. But in the midst of this crazy race, with challenges galore to face, we need to take out some time to get away from the grind, to rejuvenate, relax, unwind for ourselves and our peace of mind. Life will always be demanding with commitments to meet always. But sometimes it's okay to stop running, to pause, breathe, and chill some days. So savor the little things around you, the gifts of nature that surround you, a singing bird, blooming flowers, soulful music, moon and stars, a baby's innocent blabber, a child's funny chatter, a parent's uplifting flatter. These are the precious gifts that matter. A friend's loving smile and care, with grandparents' kind words to share, reaching out to someone in need, once in a while doing a kind deed. Acts of joy that fill your heart, make you feel complete, not apart. Enjoy these gifts that bring joy and pleasure because they are life's real treasures. They are blessings of the universe on you that make your life worthwhile too. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Priya. I get a signal that we are a little bit running behind time. So I'm going to hand over the stage now back to the PR to announce the results for the meeting today. Thank you and over to you. Yes.
Thank you so much. Am I audible? Okay. Have we already shared the QR code also in the room? So we'll take the feedback from, we have got a couple of guests here. I see Sunish Babu online. Sunish Babu, would you want to share your feedback? Quick 30 seconds feedback. Okay. Anyone, any of the guests want to share the feedback? The floor is open. Prachi, I think you have been here before.
Yeah, hi Sourav.
Yes.
So this is my second meeting with the Gabbys and I really enjoy being part of it. So I was introduced to Gabbys by Roshni, who is again a guest of Gabbys. but I thoroughly enjoyed the session. So last time when I was a speaker again, and I had a lot of issues, but still I was encouraged because of the Josh, the energy what Gabbys bring. So I love the feedbacks what is given. It's a very genuine feedback, and it helps everyone to do better. So I'm looking forward for many more sessions with the Gabby. So it's really fun sessions and learning sessions for me.
Thank you. We'll take one feedback from the room. I know we have Subin, Ankur, any one of you, please. Feedback. Ankur, yeah, because you have come first. Please come. In order of appearance.
It was really great, the meeting overall. I really enjoyed it. I like to appreciate the effort that goes into putting this kind of setup. This speaks a lot for the dedication and the running legacy of this club. So I'd like to congratulate and just thank you for having me.
Out of all the compliments I get from the Gabbys, legacy is a word that I really love because we're just a 4-year-old club. So to think of it that we have already built a legacy of people feel so. In fact, I was Googling the other day. I've asked the PR team to start sharing this in different forms. I went to ChatGPT because a lot of people come here and say that we found Gabbys through ChatGPT. So I said, okay, let me try. Is that happening? So I went and checked what's one of the best online clubs in the world. And guess what? Gabbys, the Gabbys Online Toastmaster Club does appear there as one of the best online clubs in the world. So apart from humans, machines are also now saying the same thing. So good job, guys. Not very good at singing, but this a couple of lines I just wanted to pen for someone special today. Chalte, chalte, मेरे ये गीत याद रखना कभी अलविदा ना कहना कभी अलविदा ना कहना. Any guesses for whom this is? Mr. Rishi Ravindranath, Toastmaster Rishi Ravindranath, who is leaving us and going back to Indonesia. Rishi will miss you, dude. And thank you so much. Rishi was here in India. He is from Indonesia, and my poor song is a honest attempt at will miss you.
Thank you, sir. Personally, I don't understand what's the meaning behind the song, but I really enjoyed the singing. So. So fellow Toastmasters, I'm leaving back to Indonesia this upcoming Tuesday, and my experience, the Gabbys, has been great. It's been awesome meeting people who's very warm-hearted, who's very sweet as well. It's like the name of our club, Gabbys. Get it? Bees makes honey, and it's sweet. It's not funny. Nobody's gonna laugh at it. It's fine. No worries. But yeah, thanks a lot to my mentor as well, DTM Nancy, who's always been helping me a lot at every step of the speech. Karthik for always making entertaining jokes every week. Very entertaining. Always offering me a ride home as well, because we go to the same direction. Getting different career advices as somebody who's about to start their career. It's been very great. Looking forward to seeing you guys online. So see you, Gabbys, or shall I call it Gabbys? See you. Yeah. Okay.
And yeah. Thank you, Rishi. Rishi is a very sweet guy. He is from Indonesia, and he actually is he's an office bearer, Student Association Community for Indonesia, India, Indonesian students in India. Rishi, the meaning of the song is you're leaving us, but it's not a goodbye. Obviously, Nancy continues to be your mentor, and Gabbys continues to be your club. And let's be together. Bees. Okay, thank you. And I think with this, the results are ready. Yeah, what happened? You want to say something? Yeah, okay. Karthik wants to say something. Karthik, before you say something, I must say one thing about Karthik. I know people talk about a lot of adjectives when it comes to Karthik's jokes. The recent one, which Rishi mentioned, his jokes are entertaining. The point to be noted is that no one says that it is funny. So Karthik is working on the jokes to become funny. And if anyone thinks that Karthik is not good at humor, the joke master role is open for you.
Yeah.
So criticize at your own risk. Because anyone who gives any feedback that's not good about Karthik gets the role to play next time. Karthik.
So actually, as Arsheen was talking, if anybody could sing a poetry or say poetry, I'm not that great in writing poems, but I love writing rhymes. Okay, so many of you not heard of rhymes because I've stopped doing it. But I think this is the right forum to start a rhyme. So these rhymes are very senseless. Okay, so don't think why are these rhymes like this. So I'll start saying the rhyme. So I know sometimes my jokes make your life be in agony. Recently, I bought something from general stores and I made a boni. Boni is fortunate. In 2011, okay, in 2011, we won the World Cup by our captain MS Dhoni. So don't miss next Saturday's meeting where we have our special guest Syed Kirmani. So how many of you are coming? Raise your hands. Okay, great. So that was the rhyme, guys. Thank you. See you on next Saturday.
And those who raise your hand, news for you, we don't have the joke master role next week. So you can safely come to our meeting next week. We don't have the joke master role. Before I announce the results, one thing we have decided at the Gabbys that the PO will share the woes and the wows of every meeting. So here are some of the woes, the wows of the meeting today. Absolutely love the general evaluation today. Very on the point, to the point, meaningful. General evaluators come here and say things that we already know. There's some good points, Nancy. We will be watching the PO plus essay timing. I think that's where we are going overtime. Thank you so much. I think we have been struggling with this problem, why we are going overtime. I think you gave the answer. BPs, please, we'll have to take note of this and we'll have to work on this. I think each of the 3 meetings, we will time this now and see that how much we are going this essay and the PO together. Again, the wow is absolutely seamlessly set up a hybrid meeting, second time in a row, right? So we have to continuously do this 5 times without any glitches. We had no glitches. We had one glitch today, which is the projector went off, but that is not in our control. But whatever was in our control is absolutely. We've got 2 audience views today, one from here, one from there. Next time we'll probably have 3 audience views. So one from the other side, we're going to give multiple views of the room. And apart from that, also one the good stage view that we have. The third is I love the fact that we had some good attempt in terms of speaker evaluation, new people coming in and giving the speeches. I think I'm tired of seeing us taking the center stage here for the last 4 years, and you guys come and do it. I love it. Thank you so much for doing that. Now, a couple of woes, things which could have been better. Empty chairs. Again, a gentle reminder to all the Gabbys members, we have 3 weeks for us to feel that our decision to move upstairs is right. Don't give us a reason to go back to the conference room because we will not be settling with empty chairs, particularly people who are in Bangalore. I would want you to be here. You have absolutely no excuse now. We are right next to a metro station. Whichever part of Bangalore you are, we are well connected. We have got a stage, we have got a microphone. What else do you want? Come here. Particularly if we are taking a big 4 role, It is absolutely unacceptable if you're in Bangalore and you're not here. You want to be here on the stage. Else, let someone else take up that role who can be here in person and do justice to the role. Second, I still feel that we can do a better job in terms of preparing for the respective roles. There have been glitches here and there, including one from my side where I forgot the joke master. That was not deliberate. But yeah, that was a genuine mistake, should not have happened. And the third, I have none for today. So only two goals that I can think of. And with this, I'm going to now announce the results. The best outstanding rule taker for today is our timer, Toastmaster Sumit Sethia. This is absolutely brilliant because whenever the timer gets the best rule taker, I feel so good about it because this is one rule that is never appreciated enough. Sumit, congratulations. Do you need to come here? Please. Brilliant job, Sumit. And Sumit is one of our newest members. So it's not that he has been practicing this for the last 4 years with me. So he's just what, 4 months? 4 months. 4 months, yeah. Brilliant. Good job. Okay. Now coming to the best table topic speaker. The best table topic speaker for today is the person who told us the poetry, Toastmaster Priya Singh. Congratulations, Toastmaster Priya, for the beautiful topic. Now coming to the best evaluator, that's yours truly. Kudos to you, Gaurav. This is a very unfair competition between you and me. I've been doing this, as I said, so many sessions I've done, so many evaluations I've done. I'm pretty sure soon we will be fighting neck to neck. So very good job. I loved your evaluation. The best speaker for today. This is surprise. It is Toastmaster Subham Somani. Congratulations, Subham. You talked about Goa. Yeah, that's why. Whenever someone talks about Goa, whatever you say, you're going to win. Yeah, okay, good. So, Prachi, it's not your speech, it's Goa. Okay, it's a competition between school and Goa will clearly win. Okay, so next is the best role taker for today. I think there's no point in doing any drama around this. Every one of us know this. There was no competition today. This lady walks with the best role taker prize because she gives us absolutely meaningful stuff to take back home. Distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations. Okay, and with this, I adjourn this meeting number 212 of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. Please don't forget, next week, right here on this stage, sitting here, would be the best wicketkeeper of the 1983 World Cup, Syed Mustafa Hussain Kirmani. He will be here. There will be a bookstall by Higginbotham's right there. This will be happening. So you be here. Thank you.